The first thing you notice when you walk into Secrets Playa Blanca isn't the architecture, the decor, or even the ocean view. It's how quickly you start to relax. There's this quiet shift that happens. The chatter in your head about work, flights, schedules, it all just fades away. You catch the faint scent of salt in the air, hear the low hum of waves in the distance, and then you see it. That impossibly blue Caribbean water framed perfectly behind the open-air lobby. And here's the thing, this resort doesn't scream for your attention. It doesn't need to. Everything about it is understated but deliberate. The soft, neutral tones, the airy, open spaces, the warm smiles from staff who make eye contact like they mean it. Before you've even checked in, you can tell they've thought about how they want you to feel here. Now this is where you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The location and first impressions. Secrets Playa Blanca is tucked away in Costa, Mujeres, just north of Cancun. Now if you've been to Cancun's hotel zone before, this feels completely different. The area here is quieter, more open. There's a sense of space with wide stretches of beach that don't feel crowded. It's the kind of location where you can actually hear the waves without the competing soundtrack of jet skis and beach clubs. Driving in, the approach is scenic and calm. And once you arrive, the property feels self-contained, almost like its own little coastal village. The landscaping is lush, but not over-manicured. Palm trees sway just enough to make you want to grab a lounger and stay put. The rooms. Now, let's talk about where you'll be spending a big chunk of your time. Your room. Secrets Playa Blanca rooms are spacious, modern, and designed with a less is more philosophy. We're talking clean lines, earthy tones, and just enough pops of color to keep it interesting. When you walk in, the first thing that hits you is the openness. The bed is the centerpiece. King size, dressed in crisp white linens that feel fresh and cool after a day in the sun. There's a sitting area with a sofa and table, perfect for morning coffee or late night snacks. The bathrooms? Wide double vanities, rainfall showers, and high-end toiletries that actually feel luxurious, not generic. Some rooms also come with soaking tubs, either indoors or out on the balcony. And yes, those balcony tubs are as good as they sound, especially at sunset. If you book an ocean-facing room, the views are just ridiculous. In the mornings, the sunlight spills in through the sliding glass doors, and in the evenings, the horizon turns gold. Even the garden view rooms have a peaceful vibe, thanks to the way the pathways and greenery are arranged. Pools and shared spaces. This is where Secrets Playa Blanca really nails the balance between social energy and quiet retreat. There are multiple pools here, each with its own personality. The main infinity pool stretches towards the beach with the view that's basically a screensaver come to life. This is where you'll find a bit more of the upbeat vibe. Swim-up bar, music, and friendly poolside staff who somehow remember your drink order after one round. Then there are the quieter pools tucked further into the property, where the soundtrack is mostly the wind through the palms and the sound of pages turning in whatever book you brought. The beach area is wide and clean, with plenty of lounges and umbrellas spaced so you don't feel like you're elbow to elbow with strangers. The sand is soft, the water is that calm, swimmable kind of Caribbean turquoise, and depending on the season, seaweed is minimal compared to other parts of the coast. Dining, more than just resort food. Secrets Playa Blanca has multiple restaurants, and this is one of those resorts where you'll actually want to try them all. Each one has its own style, and the variety means you can eat something completely different every night. The buffet is bright, airy, and never feels chaotic. Breakfast here is a highlight. Fresh fruit that actually tastes like it was just picked, omelets made to order, and pastries that are dangerously easy to overeat. For lunch and dinner, the a la carte options shine. There's a French restaurant when you're feeling indulgent, an Asian spot with surprisingly good sushi, an Italian restaurant with handmade pasta, and a beachfront grill that's perfect for a more casual vibe. The portions are just right, and the presentation is thoughtful without being fussy. If you're a cocktail person, the bartenders here know what they're doing. They're not just pouring pre-mixed drinks, They're shaking, stirring, and even adding local touches like fresh herbs or tropical fruit infusions. Spa and wellness. The spa here is one of those places where time just disappears. The design is serene. Lots of stone, wood, and soft lighting. The hydrotherapy circuit is worth setting aside an hour for, and the treatment menu covers everything from deep tissue massages to more indulgent rituals with local ingredients. The gym is bright and well-equipped with large windows so you're not staring at a blank wall while you work out. There's enough variety in machines and free weights to keep most fitness routines going, and for those who want group energy, there are classes like yoga and aqua aerobics. Entertainment and activities. Secrets Playa Blanca has that perfect mix where you can be as busy or as lazy as you want to be. There are daily activities, cooking classes, tequila tastings, beach volleyball, but you never feel pressured to join. In the evenings, the entertainment ranges from live music to themed shows, all just the right length so you can still make it back to the lounge for a nightcap. Exploring beyond the resort. Costa Mujeres is close enough to Cancun for day trips, but far enough that you avoid the bustle. From here, you can take a short ferry to Isla Mujeres, known for its laid-back beaches and charming town center. If you're into history, the Mayan ruins of El Meco are a quick drive away. And if you're more about nature, you've got snorkeling, diving, and eco parks within reach. The resort's concierge team is good at suggesting options without being pushy. So whether you want to stay put or explore, you'll feel supported. The positives and a few things to know. The biggest win here is the atmosphere. It's peaceful without being boring and refined without being stuffy. Service is consistently warm and attentive. The food is genuinely good, not just good for an all-inclusive. The beach and pool setups give you options for different moods, and the layout makes it easy to navigate without feeling like you're constantly walking across a massive property. Now, a couple of things to be aware of. The location is a bit more secluded, which is great for peace and quiet, but it does mean you're not steps away from nightlife or shopping. If you're someone who likes to wander into town in the evenings, you'll need to plan ahead for transport. Also, depending on the season, you might encounter some seaweed. The staff does a good job of cleaning it up, but it's worth noting. Final takeaway. Secrets Playa Blanca feels like a place built for travelers who want to slow down without sacrificing quality. It's perfect for couples, friends getaways, or even solo travelers who just want a peaceful, adults-only escape with thoughtful touches at every turn. If you're looking for wild parties and nightlife, this isn't that resort. But if your version of a perfect trip is waking up to ocean views, having a cocktail in your hand by noon, and ending the day with your toes in the sand under a sky full of stars, then you're exactly the kind of guest Secrets Playa Blanca was made for.